Good evening, world of YouTube. This is Captain Redbeard 305 with another somewhat live update, venting, whatever video. You might have noticed if you watched any of the videos that my beard's a little shorter tonight, and it feels fucking weird. The day job said it was getting a little long, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Now to get to business here, having a company work on the website, hoping in the next 2 weeks to get that up and running, and be announcing the first contest shortly after that. So pretty fired up about that. Secondly, thing I've been talking about recently is filming on my GoPro my daily commute to and from work. And today I got some good footage. There was some craziness going on today. I did realize, however, that just driving with a little bit of action here and there, it sucks. I mean, I was crazy bored just watching it, trying to edit it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to accumulate a bunch of footage and videos and just take the highlights. Just the craziest things we see. Obviously, the left lane bandits, they're horrible. Can't really see that too well on the GoPro, but some other stuff, yeah, you can see it well. So I'll be mostly putting that stuff. Just need to get enough footage to make a video. Really makes me think, why the hell do we pay tax dollars, and why does the state waste money putting up yield signs? People don't use yield signs, or don't acknowledge yield signs here, at least. Either that, or they don't know what they mean. And instead of yielding, people think maybe they mean close your eyes, pray to whoever you want to pray to, hope for the best and floor it. Because that's what it seems like. So yeah, that covers the business portion. Also, speaking of the GoPro, I definitely want to do some fishing videos with the GoPro, but I got only one more trip left this winter, and I don't think I'm going to film. I know it's a shit excuse, but the bite's been horrible. We're targeting tautog, also known as blackfish, right now. It's just been a shit year. I'm actually having one of the best years of my life in terms of quantity, not really quality, but still, I mean, I'm having a good year, but for the most part, it's been bad. I think get a little technical here. I made some changes to my setup. A couple years back, I bought what was believed to be one of the best blackfish setups out there. It's a Seeker rod, Seeker blank, custom built rod that's known as a Super Togger. I think it started out as like a 9 or 9.5 foot rod that's cut down to 8 foot, thereabouts. Mine's 8 foot. Actually, it's right here. This guy. And I couldn't catch a fucking thing on it. So this year I went out and I bought this new reel. Show you. This is called the Accurate Boss Valiant 400, and it's upside down, but I don't feel like spinning it. Extremely light, extremely strong. This is the single speed model. I bought the smaller version of this reel, the 300, and just instantly fell in love with it. So when the 400 was released, I went out and bought it and threw it on this bad boy, and what a difference it's made. I've caught so many fish on it already. Just something I've never been able to do with this rod. The reel I took off, I actually also have right here. And that would be another Accurate reel. I really like my Accurates. And that's this here. And this is the BX2 400. You can see the 2-speed right there. Both reels are 400s. They both have the same line capacity, the same drag, I believe the same retrieval rate. Well, the 2-speed versus the single speed. You get the Valiant 2-speed. And just the Valiant has a new style shape. It's smaller, lighter, and just, I mean, it's just awesome. Nothing against this reel. I like this reel, and it's a perfect match for this rod. You know, where I couldn't catch anything on that Super Togger with this reel, this setup here is dynamite. This is also a Seeker blank, custom built, custom wrap rod. Seeker Hercules GTS 70M is the blank spec on it. So usually bring these two with me when I go black fishing. Yeah, that's something I want to do more on this channel is just instead of just rambling about stupid shit, stuff that I'm interested in, and that's, you know, fishing is my number one passion. And actually, that seminar I mentioned is an offshore fishing seminar. I do a lot of offshore fishing for mako shark and tuna, swordfish, marlin. I caught my first sailfish a couple months, or I guess earlier this month. Actually, New Year's Day, I caught my first sailfish. And the speaker who I really am looking forward to seeing, and someone I grew up just admiring, was is Tread Barta. He's Captain Tread Barta. He's speaking at the seminar, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, so anyway, I keep going on and on. You know, the title is that I'll probably be making this video is that I screwed up. I made a huge mistake recently, and I miscalculated the payments on my truck. Didn't miss a payment, none of that, but I thought I was paying my truck off this year, and I'm not actually paying it off until next year. Not a big deal. Not too worried about that. But while I had thought that my truck was paid off, I was started to shop for a replacement, and I just was gravitated towards a different truck, a truck in particular, and I started to ask myself why. It's unlike anything. Well, actually, it's very similar to something I had, just same make and model. That's about it. Everything else is different. Why do I want this truck? Why do I like this truck? And it was because it was practical. That scared me. I've gone through cars left and right, and never once have I chose one because it was practical. And it's not like I sell them because they're impractical. It's because I get bored, or my needs change, and then I'll replace it with something that fits my needs better, but that's equally impractical. So I'm thinking, like, shit, you know, fucking, it's like a mature thing to do, you know, like being practical. Something I never thought of before. I remember telling myself that I would never ever choose a vehicle because it's practical. Gas mileage be damned. If it got me from A to B and did, you know, towed X amount, XYZ, had certain payload, 4-wheel drive, whatever, and that's the one I liked the best, that was the one I'm going to get. Everything else be damned. And well, that's out the window. I fell in love with this truck, and it's practical. Fuck, I know I keep using that word, but shit. And then, you know, I attribute that to a sign of becoming, you know, getting old and becoming more mature. And just to rub salt in the wound, I guess, icing on the cake, I went on my personal Facebook and I started looking through pictures. Now, And something I haven't done, like old pictures, from when I first signed up for the damn thing. And I still feel like I'm 18, 19, 17, fuck. I don't think I act much differently anyway, and I didn't think I looked much different anyway, either. Well, looking at those pictures, and then looking at the mirror, got fucking old. and that scared me. I mean, I'm not quite 30 yet, but I'm getting there. And that thought just, it was very sobering. And everything, that whole thought process was very sobering. Because, yeah, I mean, like I said before that, I never really realized that, like, shit, high school was 10 years ago. The only difference that I had noticed, putting before, this, was the fact that the hangovers get a little bit worse. So, yeah, I mean, it was a very, very sobering epiphany we had there. So, I don't know. I guess it's time to start making some life changes, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I guess we're pretty much at that bridge. We'll wait till I'm 30. Sure, when I hit 30, that'll become 35. But we'll say 30 for now. Well, I guess that's about all I have for y'all tonight. So, signing off. This is Captain Redbeard 305, and I hope you guys have a great evening, day, afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you watch it. Just take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Good night.